So this is our giant Kuka robot, as you can see. It's rated for 350 kilograms. It's a prototype. There's only 2 of these in existence. It weighs 4,000 pounds, give or take. 6 axes of movement, and at 350 kilograms full nominal load, it's good for about 770 pounds. Hello campers and welcome live. It's 12:01 hours on Saturday, March 26, 2016, and welcome to today's Captain's Vlog. Hi there.
Can we tear into our trailer air compressor today?
Sure.
Do you have any specific desires on it other than harvesting the trailer at some point?
I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Gotcha.
So what's up?
We've been working in the print shop.
Show me what you got. Oh wow, that's way more better. That's like organized and stuff.
All of the paper is getting sorted, and these are little temporary signs.
Okay.
Guess what we're going to replace them with?
Laser engraved signs?
Yeah.
Figured that out all on my own there, I did.
Put it back when it's done. And then over here, I discovered buckets are cheap.
Buckets are cheap. They're like what? $2 a piece?
Yep. So we have lots of buckets. The bottom 2 shelves are all made for buckets.
Okay.
Woo!
Ooh. Hey, FedEx is here. Your laser cutter doesn't get here for a week, Moose.
I know.
You got a week for the laser cutter.
I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So guys, the next step is I pulled all the Xerox stuff down.
Right.
Jerry textured in.
I'm constantly bending over and picking stuff up right now.
Okay.
So we're going to put buckets on the bottom
Okay.
so that things are a lot easier to get to.
Okay.
And we will probably put some buckets on the top of things that are very lightly used.
Cool. Well, that's a good start. All right, I gotta go talk to you guys about a compressor.
Compressor?
Compressor!
What's compressor?
It's not gonna be a compressor for, well, another day, really. If all goes well. This could be cool. Somebody brought donuts. So it's Saturday, big Saturday vlog. And this is the first vlog on the new blog camera. Thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. You guys made it possible. And the other blog camera isn't totally dead yet, so I'm going to share that around with a lot of people.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How you doing?
Did you bring donuts?
Yeah, I did.
That's lovely. Thank you, sir. I
You're
appreciate that.
welcome.
So you want to get some time on the hoist?
Eventually, yes.
Okay.
I have some floor pans to cut out and weld back in, so I'd like to
no
get
problem.
that plasma torch running. But in order to do that, I need a high amount of air.
Air I can do. Making the gun on it work. Good luck. The plasma
Thinking of
cutter.
switching out that gun into a handheld torch instead of a CNC table torch.
Sure, that's no problem. You want to donate $1,600?
I might be able to get
See what
a
you
better
can do.
deal.
If you can, let me know.
Okay.
Because I've been trying to scrounge one. I might have a line on one, but I won't know for a while. But yeah, I want to get the plasma torch working.
Great.
For welding, no problem. We got the big MIG, so rock out with that. Batman knows it intimately, so he'll sort you out. You wanted to ask me stuff about
Do you have
the.
enough air to run the plasma?
Oh yeah. Sure. How much does it need?
Probably around 30 to 60 CFM,
Probably not.
80, 90 pounds.
I don't know.
So that's the segue
I
into
don't.
thoughts on maybe stealing the compressor out of the trailer.
Can't.
Why not?
Wait a minute. Casey? I need you for 30 seconds. Your dad wanted the engine out of the portable air compressor, right?
Okay, he either wants the engine, which he will fix, but if we can fix it, get it running, we can keep it.
Okay. But if we can't, he wants the engine.
Yes.
He has no desire for the compressor at all.
Right.
So I could put an electric motor on a compressor and make it work.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, you can try and make it work.
So we need to figure out if the diesel ever has a hope of choo-choo.
Yeah, but
And we happen to have a motor that might fit it on the vacuum, the rotary screw vacuum.
Jesus.
25 horse.
25 horse, 3-phase. You fire that thing up and somebody at consumers just kicks over to auxiliary nuclear.
Yeah.
So, IRC, start researching a better air compressor for the lab. We're probably going to need something substantial soon. We've been working on an air system, and we've already got the first phase of that in. That's the blue line, okay? The problem is, it works really well. It is the best shit ever. Ungodly expensive. Holy fuck. But it's about time to do that. We need to connect that up and over the door to there, and connect that run there on the corner there, and we got to do a drop for Jeff, and we got to hook up that air reel there, and so you can see it's mostly in. We only have a little bit boop, ba-doop, ba-doop there, and then we're going to punch through the next run will be robotics lab, because you're going to need a lot of air down there, and we can join the systems. We have 2 air compressors in the building. There's one on each end, and we need to get those joined. We need to do a ring around high voltage and a drop through the computer lab. They use a lot of air down there, and the idea is to have a main spine down the building with loops at various points. Yeah, like a 1.5-inch, 2-inch main line, and by doing that, it gives us this huge air reserve. So that's a thing to think about. The trailer, we don't have need for a portable air compressor at all, but the trailer wants very badly to be a portable FPV cockpit.
I'm saying we could I could always just tear the engine out of it. And
We can take the engine and compressor out, see if we can make it work, because it'll work fine as a standstill thing.
Okay.
And if we have to have a diesel-powered air compressor, because it's something where we'd bring it on as a peaker, we only need it for occasional use, we could mount that outdoors by the diesel generator and pipe it into the building. Because we can put it in a little shed or something and it'll be fine. So that's a thing to think about.
Well,
It is a low priority project at this moment, though.
what's high priority?
High priority projects at the moment. You want, okay. Where the hell's Sam? High priority projects at the moment are getting the robot cage cleaned. I would like to get, you want to focus on robotic stuff. So robotic stuff that I want to happen is, I want one of these is not like the others.
Yes.
Okay. One of these is a little bit sad. It's had some abuse.
Okay.
I want to take the least of these, the one that's in the worst condition, and remove all the outer panels so that we can get a good look at the internals, because I want to get one of these. I'd like to get 2 of them working. I'd like to have one as a completely different thing, but I'd like 2 working as actual camera platforms.
Gotcha.
These have, I could be wrong on this, I'm going based on just what we know about them so far. What I believe is, this is one motor,
Yep.
this is another for pan.
Air.
These are 3 individual motors,
Okay.
and they have 3 separate motors to turn them individually. So you can do some really cool motion with these. Yep. Like they'll turn in place and things like that. So take the covers off one. Let's get a look at them.
All about that.
All this stuff, all these bits, I'm going to sort through. Some is going to be instant trash, like that. We probably don't care about that, but we'll keep it. We'll put it in a bucket or a milk crate or something, because it may be a needed robot part in the future, because they're KUKA stuff, so we'll keep it. Some of the stuff is going to go off to people.
Yep.
Like Denichi gets a servo amp and a big motor and whatever cables we have between them. So something you can do is the big black cable. Where the hell did it go?
It's on the belt.
Okay, that needs to be cut out of its tube in such a way that does not nick or damage any of the internal cables.
fun.
Yeah, that's a job. And I need 1 cable set, like each motor needs 2 cables. I need 1 cable set for a big motor and 1 servo amp, and that has to all go together like in a couple boxes and go up to shipping, because that's going off to Denichi. So that's a thing to do. So if you want a couple idle hands projects at the moment, figure out which one of these is the most fucked, strip it down, like just take covers off, don't take parts off, just get it naked. I want to see everything, and then we'll start making decisions from there. We need to scrounge up a small tank of nitrogen,
because these use just a regular Schrader valve.
Batman says he's got something.
Okay.
No regulator.
All
So
right.
we need to get a regulator.
We
and a
need a
Schrader.
nitrogen. We need a small nitrogen tank with a safety setup and a regulator to be able to fill these up. These have 2 nitrogen tanks.
Yep.
And that's the counterbalance. So there's probably a third motor up and down.
Yep.
So yeah,
We'll figure this out.
cool. And it's a fun thing. We have power supplies and controllers and everything for these.
Downstairs.
One of the power supplies is fucked. Like, pop, magic smoke fucked.
Okay.
I don't know which one, which makes it fun.
Well, it'll be easy once you open
But
it
I
up.
would like very much to get one of these moving. We have gotten them to the point where you can drive it around the room at about the level of one of the, you remember the little shitty, really shitty, like $5 remote control cars that go forward and then you back up and they turn left?
Yeah.
And go forward? Yeah, about that level of quality control. But when they work, they really work well.
Gotcha.
These things are for live television broadcast. So anything for live television broadcast is pretty much spare no expense, just start adding zeros on the price, we don't care.
Yep.
So they're built like that, which is nice. And I would really like to get a pair of them working for live video work, because if we could get, the ultimate goal is to get these cruising around this room, remote control from up there.
Yeah.
Okay. I want one of them down in robotics, or made light enough that we can load it onto and off of a trailer and take it to events and be able to have kids control it. That would be really, really awesome. And instead of a camera on there, I want a Nerf gun that can be shot from remote control.
Gotcha.
Other thing to start thinking about, because this is a robotics team thing. Can you hold that a moment, please? I would like very much, because this is killer demo.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to be doing serious robotic stuff, but I want one thing that's kind of dumb, but it'll take a little bit of doing. And I simply want it because of the audience interaction aspect. I want to be able to put a hat on somebody, or a vest, like one of the safety vests that just Velcros on. Really simple.
Okay.
Okay. And I want the robot sitting here. The kid is standing there with me. When the kid's standing there and somebody, like an operator, hits a button or something, the robot, from whatever position it's in, goes and just points at the kid. Not full arm extension, but just obviously makes a gesture to point at the kid.
Yeah.
When the kid walks over here, the robot follows. I want a video camera set up, like on the wall or something.
Oh, you're just saying machine vision.
Yep, just
So-
simple machine vision and tracking, and it follows the kid. When the kid walks around, the robot walks around. This would be a huge thing.
I thought you meant you wanted the robot to put the hat
Put a hat on someone.
No, and I don't want the robot to be like, ah! I want the robot to just, how you doing? And I want it to be obvious, so I want the whole arm to move, and I want it to follow the
Hop
kid.
on Amazon.
Huh?
Hop on Amazon.
Okay.
Search CMU cam.
Okay,
It's like $160.
okay.
It's like the cheapest machine vision setup you can get in the planet.
Will it work for this?
Probably.
Okay. Find it, put together an email of everything we need, take it to the IRC and make it happen. If
Yep.
the IRC, because $150 the IRC can do that. Yeah, it's trivial. And we'll do a show and we'll make it happen, we'll put together. That one is missing an e-stop button.
No worries. We don't need no e-stops. Yet.
Just like a 1,000-pound robot that cruises around at ankle biting height. Those things are ridiculously heavy. Like, just holy fuck heavy.
Skookum choo-choos.
Yeah. I mean, it's heavy enough that there are not a lot of, okay, in the world of broadcast, 99% of all fucking tripods have like a kilogram rating. It's like 5 kilograms. They're really, really tiny. You see some beefy stuff. These things, first thing in my life I've ever seen where I can sit on a camera mount without a worry at all. Whee!
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, it's
These things are like $120,000.
this, then a Manfrotto,
Yeah.
then that.
No, this, then a Manfrotto, then a big Boden.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is a baby Boden. It's still probably like $1,000 tripod. It's fucking Boden.
What's got a Manfrotto head on it?
Well, yeah,
It's a,
of course it does.
it's a
Serious.
Frankenpot.
No, we mix and match on it. You ought to see where we're mixing and matching in the same camera. We have like the cameras are modular. We have Panasonic cameras with like Sony back ends and vice versa, and they work.
Alright.
Trouble's here.
Well, we'll close this.
All right, cool. And you guys, get with Mitch. What's your name in the IRC?
What now, Mitch?
What now, Mitch? Okay. Yes. I giggled too. I wanted to make him say it. Get with Mitch. He hangs out in the IRC a lot, and he is hardcore in robotics. Him and Beck are the team.
Yep.
Sam's kind of in there too. I don't know if he's robotics so much as general prototyping stuff. I don't know.
He likes things that can kill people.
He does.
Lasers, high voltage, and robots.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Cool.
I'm thinking for the tour, you should just do the normal spiel on Jeff, as if it's.
Restraint Jeff.
That's not a bad idea.
Restraint
That's
Jeff.
here's your robot for the day.
Hold on, it's an all new camera. Okay.
Works the same.
It's got a bunch of crap on it.
Same camera, just one model up.
Oh, Jerry.
It
Somewhere a drill sergeant is losing their mind.
it used to fit. Like it was actually like tight at one point.
So tomorrow,
Back when you weighed 300 pounds?
No, like a month ago.
Don't throw it away.
It's fine.
tomorrow you're going to put it on, and it's going to be 6 inches too short.
It's been sitting out for like 3 days.
There. You can round this over with some about 120 sandpaper.
We can make that into a bracelet.
Sounds good.
Or a laser cutter.
Yes.
Oh, weird for the laser cutter.
Terrible person.
All right, thank you. Mitch! Hi, cat. Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi. What are you doing?
Taking apart your camera.
We have a present for you.
Yeah?
Yes.
It's a present.
It's your first aircraft.
Oh, sweet!
Yep.
Just
It
a
is.
frame?
Yeah, it's just the frame. It's a micro hexcopter. Sam will teach you how to put it together.
Gateway drugs.
Yes, this is totally it. It's peer pressure. They do on Hobby King. They do these ridiculous sales every now and then, and they have bargain bin discount clearance shit. And instead of manual CDs, they put aircraft parts, and they were selling these for $1 a piece. Sweet. So I got one. I got them for the whole team.
I appreciate it.
So yeah, this is your first aircraft.
Thank you much.
Welcome to the weird. Thank you, sir. So what are you working on, Sam?
I don't know yet.
Okay, he's tearing into one of those.
Probably be doing something like that.
Okay. Have you ever dealt with Hall effect throttle sensors?
I have not.
Okay. Send Kidwell a message about that. He got a throttle for that, and instead of being a potentiometer, it's a Hall effect thing, which is really, really common and apparently in cheap Chinese scooters. And we need to interface it to the circuit so that we can have a throttle stick for the thing.
Cool.
And I like the Hall effect idea. I'd rather do that than a pop because there's less to break.
Safer.
He may have taken that home to tinker with.
He may have, but he can get a hold of him via email. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Real motors and chunky relays. This is old school tech here. Limit switches through, yeah.
And kooky.
I like it. Yeah. Hi. Hey, you did it! Cool. Look at that. Framed. Jeff's original plate.
It's mounted onto a piece of acetate.
It's mounted what?
A piece of acetate.
Okay.
So if you need to do something with the sticker again later, it's not actually
It's
attached to paper.
Okay, cool. We should hang that on the back wall. Or
That's
up in the lobby or something. But,
lobby.
IRC, find out the date when we officially got Jeff and when we officially took Jeff offline. I don't know if we can find the date we got it, but it might be on a donation receipt from 2004, 5, 6. Okay. It's going to be like 2004 through 2006, somewhere in there when we officially got it. But I want to put the dates. I want to have on here, Project Jeff, date.
6 or 7.
That late, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
We got the robot almost exactly the same day that we got Burdick Street.
Yeah, it was really close. Cool. All right.
If there's less than 10 people for the tour, I'm having zero.
Okay, but have Melissa get video of it.
But she wasn't sure if you wanted to. If it's gonna
I don't care if it's like 3 people. I want to get video because I want to get an updated tour for the blog. And I've got a second blog camera, so I can just hand her the camera and she can be in the tour. It is, because Easter weekend. But it's a great weekend to not have a robot. And when the tour gets to here, I'm going to do the robot part of the tour with that robot. I'm going to do it totally normal, like just not even phase it. That's so cool.
Witchcraft is going on.
That's beautiful. I really like it.
Okay, so
Package of extra screws for what?
where was that?
I don't know.
Probably just
Let me see those.
under it.
Those aren't screws for this robot. Those are screws for
They just
a
slid under
electrical
there, so
outlet.
now-
Yeah,
Okay,
that have
so,
probably been trapped under there for years.
so this motor's a spinny bit. This motor's are forward back.
This little tiny motor does steering.
Oh my god.
I don't think so. I think there's a bigger motor for steering, and that's just an encoder. Or it is geared to high hell.
It's a little staffer, isn't it?
That's a
little
tiny
stuff.
little motor to be turning.
It would have to be in this aluminum can, which is really
Yeah,
thin.
that's the
Doesn't
steering
take much
gear
to
right
make
there.
that turn.
Whatever's driving
Flat
that
floor.
gear is steering this thing.
And also, this is actually 3 wheels.
Oh my god.
Check
So-
that out.
So it spins easier.
Built-in differential.
Was it built-in differential, or is only the middle driven?
I don't know. But we'll find out. All right, take off the rest of the bottom. Let's get this thing naked. Let's get the other 2 shrouds off and get a real look at it. Oh, we're gonna figure it all out. How do you move it?
Yeah.
You turn this till it's pointing the right direction, and then you pull it out.
Give her hell, and hopefully the screws don't fly out the side.
That is so. See, it's gonna look so much sexier naked than with all the shrouds on.
Yeah, it'll be like crazy sci-fi shit going on.
Yeah, this is.
Did you
this
check
is
out
cool.
the top?
Oh yeah, I gotta look in there.
Oh, not bad at all. Perfect. Now we're cooking with gas.
Propane.
For those following along at home, this is a TSM SP300XY.
Do you want to take off the knobs and pay attention to the direction? Unlike I did.
Hang on. Before you take off this knob, turn it around 180 degrees so at least they're both pointing the same direction. And don't remove the knobs until he's just about to pop the cover. Then we pop the knob, we pop the cover, we put the knob right back on.
Great.
That way nothing gets screwed up. Okay, so now white is that way, red's to the back.
Pop it.
You got all the things off? Yeah. Cool.
I think. Still at T.
Cool.
You'd have to take off that whole head to get this deck off when you don't want to do that.
I don't want to take the whole deck off. Let's get rid of the back protective panel though. We can get a look in there that way. Any of the parts that are just protective stuff can all come off.
That's smaller. I think that's just holding the screw down. Oh, that guy.
The one in the middle might matter. Nah, the whole tip plate pops off. Look at that.
Or does it?
It does. You just gotta want it.
No, I think we need to get under this little skirt here, and I bet there's more screws. Or it is that skirt holding it on.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
Check
that's
that out.
some 90s stuff going on in there. Or 80s.
I'm guessing 90s.
All through hole.
Built in the 80s, sold in the 90s. Oh, wow. All right. I'm going to get some photo documentation happening here so that the IRC has all this. Oh, I don't want to shine a light in that. Oh, my God. All right. Right now, get a couple pieces of electrical tape real quick. Get a roll of electrical tape. So we've got exposed EEPROMs here and here. They had stickers on them, but the stickers have been removed. I don't want to go shining a bright flashlight in there. Boards are different. Some kind of identifier, switch, lots of trim. Cool. Here. Get a good look at the entire board for you guys.
What's this tiny board down here?
Oh, we'll get there. Alright, break off a piece of tape, put it over the top of that, and over the top of that. Thank you.
You want to erase it?
I'd rather not. I don't want to shine a light in there so they can see what we're looking at. Alright, so here's the board. And they're stacked too. That's a daughter board. Everybody, here, can you hold the light? Everybody in your head's gonna be like, zoom and enhance. Focus, you fuck. There. See, it works.
Just talk
This is
to the
the
camera.
BH2 board over here. See, the bottoms look very similar, but the tops are totally different. Oh, this is 1992.
So we can count how many axes on this piece of equipment. 3 on the bottom.
9.
That's cool. And then we got this little board down here that we don't know what it is.
At least.
I know what the little board is on the bottom. They got a vision thing on the bottom. There are these pads that are black and white squares, and these things go home and sit on the pad.
Sweet.
Cool. All right, let's see what else we can get off the sides.
No, we disassemble it all together, and we get to keep whatever we want. So know how much more we can take off.
Basically, that little board is a light dark sensor.
Yeah, yeah. Huh?
There was a spare battery inside.
Line calling robot.
He had a UPS system in this entire time.
Yeah, but it's been dead for years. Those batteries have needed replacement for a long time.
So we need to quick spray paint like a Nerf gun or something black, and when people look at it, we can be like, the shrink ray worked. Mount it on one of these. Yeah. If we're mounting on that, we can just grab one of the lasers from downstairs.
We're mounting a Nerf gun on one of these and making a remote turret.
And you know, the resolution is so great. So
Yeah, I get up there.
I have a bunch of these and they're awesome. I need to cut in half. I need them to be a quarter the size. They're way too big.
That one fits perfectly on the stand. I just tried it.
All right, Sam, you ready? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna load this. Hi there, kids! Hello. My name is Chris Boden. I am the high voltage weirdo of the Geekers, and today we are going to play with a few little basic high voltage things. Can we lose a couple of them?
No, this is all it is.
Oh, you had Jasmine. Hey, it's Easter weekend. We figured we'd either be packed or totally chill. This is more fun. Come on in. Given that so many few people and you're all grown-ups, we can do stuff like this. All right, so we're gonna start small, and we're gonna make some little lightning. That's not gonna go. Oh, they took my ladder. All right, well, since I don't have a very hard point, I'll just bring this in.
Oh, because you can't get the sword up in there?
Well, I might be able to. Let me see if I can use the breakout point down and use the ladder.
Only a tall gorilla.
It's my breakout point of diabetes. Oh yeah, that'll be good.
You were worried.
Alright, then we can move that. So, we spin up the gap. Crank up the chip. Volts. Now this is the cool thing about that. I can turn it off, return it up here, and grab that. It's totally safe. That's what I like about this.
Is it hot at all or no? Really?
Little tip. Because everybody gets to use a sword for science. Alright, so for the next one, I'm going to grab something else from the toolbox. Sam, you ready?
Yep.
Now, for many years, since I was a little boy, I have done side work of working on radio towers. And because of this, because I'm a nerd, they have, for several years now, been upgrading the beacons on top of radio towers. They normally look like this. This is what a radio tower beacon is. It's really big strobe light or really big color. They've been upgrading to LEDs, which use a lot less power to last a lot longer, which is awesome. But the old beacons, you can see there's one up there on the wall. It's a big strobe one. And there's one over here on this wall. And these are the actual warning lights that you see on radio towers that warn pilots to, don't hit the tower, right? So it's a pilot warning light. So in this room, we use them. Sam, if you would please. When the power comes on, the light comes on. And it's white, it's safe. When it's red, it's danger. So in this room, it's used as hey Sam, how do you know when a regular joke becomes a dad joke? When the punchline becomes apparent. Now you've all seen stuff about don't touch down power lines, like all the little safety videos you have with your kid. These are the actual transformers that you would find for power lines. These are rather beefy ones. You will see these up on poles in your neighborhood. They always have a number on them. Usually it's like a 10 or a 25, or like by your house you'll see them. Right. These are a pair of hundreds. We hooked them together to get double the fun. And what you saw over there was 300,000 volts. Okay. From the Tesla coil there, that was about 300,000 volts. This is only going to be 30,000 volts. This is way lower voltage. So Sam, if you would please. See, like goes red, and this thing's out of danger. He takes a step back. That tells me which one's the smart one. So if you look at this on the ground, that's all it does. That's it. That's all you see from down power line. Just that. The stuff in the movies where it's shooting like 3-foot arcs. No, this is. And half the time they don't even do that. It's kind of like an electric stove. It can be really, really hot, but totally normal. But if you touch it, yeah. So. Power lines can also look like that. Alright, Sam. Thanks, sir. Kill it. So that's 30,000 volts at about 100,000 watts. That's at half power. And we're using that to power a bigger version of that. To make arcs that instead of being about 2 feet long, are 20 feet long. That is about, from you to me, give or take. A little bit more than that, but about that. What am I next? Now, we started at 300,000 volts. We went down to 30,000 volts. Now we're all the way down to 1,800 volts. This is tiny voltage. It's about 10 times what you get out of your whole outlet. So over here, we have this beautiful machine. And in it, I have a piece of this. This is just aluminum mesh. Okay? We have a piece right here. We're going to turn this into a fuse. So we're all going to get out of the box here. Jesse can stay. Because I really like this. Oh yeah, you guys got to get out of the box with this. What is your name?
Lana.
Lana?
Nice to see you.
Come here. You've been voluntold.
Okay.
Okay, now this is the big red button of science.
Okay.
In a few minutes, you're going to hear this sound 3 times in a row. And then I'm going to touch you on the shoulder so that you're absolutely certain I'm talking to you. This is not a moment in your life where you want any ambiguity. And I will say clear to fire. When I say clear to fire, you have one job. You look up there at the thing, because that's where all the action happens. Don't look at your foot, you miss the whole thing.
Okay.
And then you step on the button and hold it down until something happens. If you just go, boop, nothing will happen. Okay, because there's a safety system. If you go, wow, and nail the button, you will buy me a new button.
Okay.
That's not my first button. This is why I always pick girls for this, because boys do it, they try and kill the button. Those are like 80 bucks a piece. I like that button.
Yeah.
Okay. So, at this moment, do any of you know what a volt actually is, or an amp, or a watt? Okay, you hear these words all the time. Now you're about to know what they mean. First, we go to Armature. Now, think of electricity like water in a pipe. Volts are how we measure the pressure of the electricity, okay? Amps is how big around your pipe is. And watts is volts times amps. So watts is how fast you can fill up the bathtub, or how fast we can blast lava across a parking lot with a fire hose. That's the next part of this. A AA battery is 1.5 volts at about 1 amp. So you get about 1.5 watts out of a AA battery. A car battery is 12 volts, but at a couple hundred amps. A regular wall socket in your house is 120 volts at 15 amps. So you get 1,800 watts. This is how you know the guy trying to tell you he's got a 5,000 watt home theater amp and he wants to sell it to you on Craigslist. It's lying to you. You can't have 5,000 watts in your home theater because there's only 1,800 watts in the wall. When you push that button in a moment, you will discharge 1,800 volts at 80,000 amps, which is 144 million watts, which means that for a very brief moment in time, there will be more energy going through that piece of aluminum than every single building in the entire city of Grand Rapids is using at that moment combined. This will be a little loud. Plugging your ears is optional, but I do. It's important that you know it's going to be loud because I don't repeat. You'll notice that as we set up this demo, my staff all came up here and lined up along the wall, because when you stand up here and that goes off, you can feel it hit you. That's why we call it thumper. Did you like that? That's my job. Alright. We like to end with a bang. So there's your tour. Now the 3 of you follow me and we get to do anarchy.
Hey, this works now.
You know, like someone had left it out, and I didn't want a tour member, a visitor, to just walk off with it. So.
So somehow the BNC cable up there came unplugged, which is why this was out.
Oh, well, I'm glad it's back. It's nice to have a block monitor. Could I be in focus, perhaps?
No, never. Just asking
Just
way
thought I'd
too
ask,
much.
because that'd be kind of cool. To be in focus.
Video is public.
Cool, pimp it. Thank you.
Which video? The tennis ball.
There you go.
Just made it.
There.
There.
Let's
Perfect.
just watch your button.
Let's set it on.
Probably something with the processing.
Got it. Good? Hi there, guys. I'm Chris Boden. Welcome to the Geek Group. It's time for viewer mail, a rare Saturday issue on Saturday, March 26, 2016. And I got a box. I saw this one come through and I can't remember who it was. Moose. Who's this?
I don't know.
Here you are. They didn't put their name on it, but I saw they filed a thing.
Scott.
No, it's not Scott. It's a name I know. It's like it's a.
Oh,
flyer.
it's oh crap.
Maybe the IRC knows.
IRC, who donated shop towels? I know who did. I can't remember. It's bugging me.
I'm looking.
But these are like for serious shop towels. These aren't just paper towels. These are nice. Cool.
Now?
Thank you! Unnamed donor. Melissa, could you please see to it when donations come in like that and we know who it is? If the name isn't on the shipping label, please put a note on it for me. Thank you.
Yep.
They're talking about girlfriends and passcodes. Hi, JTAC. I am viewer mail. from Mauser, from Ed, right? I'm guessing it's got your name on it. It's either for you or from you.
Probably both.
Okay.
You sent it to yourself?
Oh, it's your relay.
Those are the components for fixing the focus of the camera on the match.
Yeah?
Ha.
Cool.
Matthew Hahn said in the towels.
Yes, Matthew Hahn.
I knew it was
Thank you,
Matthew, I
sir.
just couldn't remember the last name.
And Schottky diodes. Buy quality diodes. Don't be buying some Schottky diodes, man. Sure. Are they here or did they bail?
They bailed.
They bailed? All right.
Yeah, thanks for coming to bail me out, all you
I
jerks.
told you I had the negotiation part. He had it.
He wasn't gonna buy it anyway.
That's totally fine, but even after you left, he was like browbeating me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's not going to get him anywhere. It may raise the price up a bit if he wants to be a dick to my staff.
But we will have to.
Doesn't say who sent it. Is little BMC connectors.
Oh, that was me too.
Oh, okay. Ed's got T's. Triple male T's.
Oh, yeah.
Three-way male connectors.
Say it ain't gay if it's a three-way.
Payless components factory surplus.
It's getting raunchy over here.
God. Three more 7/16 deep wells.
Because that's the first one you go to in a toolbox.
Yes.
6-point bulk plug.
Denichi's. This is from John Troiano. We have a member who has gotten sick of me saying that in the things and has taken to sending in an egregious amount.
Just start changing to the sizes we
This
don't
is
have
from Denichi. But it has a funny label on it. Well, these are both. These are labeled in English and metric. It's 7/16 12 points,
with a
half-inch drive, but they're 11.1 millimeters as well.
3 of them?
Yeah, three more.
Take a wild guess. This ends up like the zip tie thing. I think I'm gonna be okay with that.
For fuck's sake. Wrenches!
Good enough 7/16 size.
Wrenches!
And they're all 7/16.
Fine, it's getting a little heavy.
Everybody gets their own.
How many?
Wrenches, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mr. Bellatini to viewer mail, please!
He is not here.
Oh, it's Easter. It waits.
Went back to Italia.
No. Illinois.
The office line is ringing. It rings to my phone too.
It was just funny, we're talking about Bellatini's going back home, and your phone
God.
starts playing, I'm going back to my roots! What the hell is this?
Oh my god, stuff in things.
That's the note. There's nothing on the note. The other note is this. Oh,
Just write down the stuff.
here, you want the other ones? That one? That one? That one? So I could use those. Alright, so we have office appropriate, officey things
I've got another stamp.
from, don't say. So we have a stamp that says,
Another stamp.
Oh, somebody told me that he sent this.
we have a stamp.
What the fuck?
Never has there been such an appropriate stamp for the Geek Group.
By the time Chris
This
gets
goes
up,
on the wall.
I'm pretty sure this came from Zop.
So we have one set that says nailed it. And nailed it is regarding your recent comeback, haircut, joke, Elizabeth gets one. Professional win, romantic triumph, social coup, sunglasses, revenge plot, decision, athletic success, academic smash, viral meme, jackpot, discovery, performance. There's a lot of them. This is the what the fuck. Were you thinking? Were they thinking? Did you say? Did you mean by that? Is going on, is up, is happened? Yeah. And you suck. I regret to inform you that you suck a bit, a lot, in a good way. You always, never, recently, and it made me want to, and yeah, and yours truly, okay. So, you need these. You need this. You can just stamp that on like Jerry's forehead. And then we have this, which is an Ed thing. It is some discount, low rent, not Oralex, shit ass acoustic foam. But we're gonna try it out.
How many sheets?
It works awesome. It is the greatest thing ever. About a dozen.
12. Yeah, there's 12.
So that's
12 pack.
So we're going to try this out. I need you to look up and verify that this is officially fire rated. And if it is, we can use it. If it isn't, that's why it's super discount foam. We can use it for projects, but we can't use it for rooms. Okay. If it's fire rated, we can use it for rooms. That is a really big deal. And that is viewer mail today. Oh, great, wow.
Smarter, not harder.
Everybody gets gummy bears but Ed!
You know what?
Gotcha.
Thanks,
Jerry's
guys.
here for a stamp. Where's Jerry? Jerry! See, you start whipping out gummy bears. Jerry shows up.
Proper motivate.
All right, kids, that's viewer mail. Thank you, everyone. We'll be back after lunch.
Quinn's Vape Supply is your source for high-quality e-cig products. At Quinn's, you'll find over 80 different flavors of e-liquids, from exotic fruit flavors to traditional tobacco flavors, and everything in between. There's an e-liquid for everyone. Quinn's is also the exclusive supplier of the Crisp Boden Signature Series. Not sure which flavor's for you? Check out one of the Flavor Flights for a sampling of different flavors. All e-liquids have customizable nicotine levels ranging from 0 to 24 milligrams, so you can control how much nicotine you're vaping. Quinn's is an authorized Inikin dealer, and they carry a variety of e-cigs and accessories. Quinn's has everything you need to vape exactly how you like. Quinn's Vape Supply is exclusively online, and they offer priority mail shipping for all domestic orders. So head on over to QuinnsVapeSupply.com. That's QUINNS vapesupply.com and start vaping right today.
I'm walking away now. I'm stuck. I'm still stuck.
You gonna go get that, pull the forklift around? No. It's currently sitting on something.
Take it upside down, shove it downstairs.
Needs to rotate, we need to go, or back up and tip that way.
I
I want this side, because this side has nothing there.
Yeah.
Katie, come grab
Spin around in a circle.
this way, right there.
Right here.
All right, set it down.
I'm never far enough away.
Because we don't want those scratches to happen yet, so we're putting this board down. What do you think? We gotta, we still gotta struggle to kind of keep it balanced as we go, but do you want to put 3 in? Just flip it up. Doesn't need to.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Alright.
you guys are on your own.
Katie, go grab the other 2.
Right?
They're downstairs still. And we need to set the leg part on the other 2. We only have to really stand it up to get it through the doorway, then we bring it down.
we absolutely have
Send
to.
it under
These are
the
just-
actual white part, not under the foot.
Sorry.
The white part. Not under the.
Right there.
There.
Right there.
Alright, go ahead and lay down.
Yeah.
You need score guys?
No, the plywood's hitting the other skateboard. When you lean it back over, the plywood is there. You go.
Sorry.
No problem. There.
Alright. Through the office.
Yay.
This one really isn't holding.
Yeah, it's not really doing
Neither.
it.
Katie and Ed moved the green table with the flowers on it. Katie hopes that works.
Katie, come here.
I might have to unscrew the feet.
You stay on that end.
We have to take the legs off. It's just
No, I'm just talking about unscrewing these feet. I don't know what's under these, because we've never taken them off, and I don't want to break it or strip the heads, etc.
Alright, you're not really straight.
Yeah, don't hit the cap here. Stop. Stop again. Bruce, watch it. Watch it. There you go.
Don't let any of that thread fall into the pool table.
That's a great spot for it. Ow.
What do we get?
Well, that was just good. Those shelves right there. You need to go that way. Might have to around the wall.
Okay.
We have to move this table out of the way.
Something's plugged in there.
Stuff's plugged in.
Things.
Moose, Jerry! We gotta move this table.
I think the whole thing's gonna be too wide for the door.
Start taking the leveling tool out. Should go through a regular doorway.
That's good.
Right there is good.
Are they held on with?
They're just screwed on. I'm unscrewing them right now.
Just make sure.
They're just threaded rod. Do we have to take this off
Don't I?
to go through a regular doorway?
No, we didn't when we put it in the high voltage.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if we took the door off. I think we just had the door off.
We did take the door off. It was off for whatever.
We were moving a lot of stuff through there.
Yeah.
It was when we were doing the big lobby. Hoo-ha.
Oh, I like that I can just pound the screws in.
Yeah, they're made of wood.
That's good with the base.
Alright, how we looking?
Not great. But, yeah. Okay.
Careful about breaking the felt.
You gotta kick your bottom.
Mazel tov! It's a boy!
Why am I still going this way? Because of the way the ramp is. This way.
Oh, that's cold. You want me to hold this? You can. No, I'm good. That was really cold. Man.
Sam, that was good thinking there.
Katie. Yes? You grab a couple moving blankets out of building supply for me, bring them to the handicap lot.
And it recovered. I'm actually, I wasn't sure if that would work.
It seems a little big for a siphon.
I know.
It's a little big for a siphon, but damn if it don't work. Now I'm gonna get complaints for putting rainwater in the parking lot. They're gonna call the feds on me again.
This is acid rain, isn't it?
Totally. Dude, if that's acid rain with a nominal dosage of like what, 100 picograms, that's enough for the whole city.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Lost it.
Yeah, it's fine. We're close enough.
It wasn't a perfect seal.
You go grab that end and we can dump the rest of this real easy.
And now we know that we need an extra bar there across the back end of the boat.
Got a real good odor to it.
Yeah,
It smells a little...
it's not too bad yet.
Yeah. It warms up a bit.
Yeah. You guys want to get the front? This we can just tip out.
Yeah. I don't know. I can probably.
I don't think you got the depth, but if you want to show off your mad skills again, you're welcome to.
Oh. Let's put this one down.
Here. I was gonna pull the thing out, but okay.
This is more better. Yeah.
Grab it from the back and pull forward.
I don't know. I can siphon that. That's probably good start.
Good try.
I think you're asking a lot.
Little known fact about Sam, he comes from a long line of rainwater siphoners.
Yeah?
I worked at a pool for a while.
Lifeguard, of course.
Should see him in a red Speedo.
Nope, I didn't close it off well enough. One more time.
Just have Mitch suck on one end.
It's really cold.
I think that loop might be hurting you.
Oh, sorry.
Your feet a little wet. Beautiful.
Now you know you can do that with a shop vac hose.
See, I was just gonna shot vac it out. I gotta admit that had higher cooler points. It was definitely colder.
Well, I'll pull that.
Your feet still dry?
I got a little on them, but
it's all right. Okay.
Katie pulled that whole extension cord out here and I didn't even touch it.
Well, cool. That was a little interesting adventure. Hey, Sam. Want to buy a boat?
Not particularly.
That one's for sale.
I'll bet it is.
I smell a grill.
Set this right to balance.
All right.
Alright, see y'all later.
You want to buy a boat?
How much?
1,500, trailer included.
Ooh, that sounds nice, man.
Brand new floor in it.
I'll see. Alright, thank you.
Have fun, man. Amy's here. Still driving the winter car. Mad parking skills.
I think this might be a bracket that holds all the control stuff.
God, that'd be nice. If they just all come out.
Yeah, if it's just a block.
Shit can all of them. All right, so we've got the covers off, and here's a look inside. You can see the nitrogen system is just for counterbalance. There's stage 1 is this tube, or this cylinder here, and this one back here do stage 1. And then this cylinder here and this cylinder here do stage 2 here. And it's actually lifted by this motor and this motor, stage 1, stage 2. And it's counterbalanced by the nitrogen. So we have a nitrogen tank, we need a regulator, and we need to be able to get down to a pair of Schrader valves, and then we can fill the counterbalance system. And the plan is we're going to shit can all of the original control stuff because it's 90s vintage crap and it's really fussy and it uses proprietary protocols and shit, and we don't want to mess with that. So what we
Really well designed.
Yep. Oh, that's beautifully designed, but it's just antiquated and we can do better. So I'm going to have you post a bunch of pictures to the IRC of details on the motors, and they're all just little DC motors with encoders and everything. And the goal is to install a Raspberry Pi and get this so that we can control it with a standard Spectrum brand radio control setup, like probably a DX9 would easily give us enough channels. That gives us 9 channels for stuff. But we want to make this controlled through standard RC controls and power it off standard LiPo batteries. And then it's totally wireless, and that gets rid of the tether, and we can take this to events and stuff, and that'll be pretty cool. Another one without any cover on it.
Picking up a pattern yet?
Yeah. Well, the bitch is, it had a sticker on it, and they took it off. Let me see that. What is this EEPROM? This EEPROM is... Here, I'll get a picture of the chip. Focus, you fuck. And it works.
Guessing animated focus?
It's the voice-activated focus system. It was invented by AV. It works really, really well. You just have to know the right command. I like the new camera. Focus works better, beautiful image. I like it a lot.
Hey Chris.
Yes, sir.
I had an idea.
That had to hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. What do you
I had
got?
to take like 5 aspirin, I believe.
Okay.
You remember what the plans were for the boardroom table?
Remind me.
Lego plates.
Yes.
We're making hexagon tables.
You want to put Lego plates on all the hexagon tables?
No, just one of them.
Okay. There's your next table finish.
That can
Lego
be done.
plates. All right, cool.
Finally a covered one. Third one in. The least likely one to be exposed to...
Well, that one's got the same chip.
Oh, okay.
That's factory covered. This is finally a covered one. If you take this off, you'll see it inside. Oh wow, it just comes off whole. So down in there, focus. Down inside there, that is the actual chip. And the blog viewers at home, somebody I'm sure has already bothered to look this up already, I can tell you exactly what that chip is. Most likely it's an EEPROM, which is erasable, programmable, read-only memory. It might be an EEPROM. You know what those are? No. Electrical engineered, programmable, read-only memory. And there's the MEPROM, which is mechanical engineer, programmable, read-only memory. Yeah.
Familiar with that.
The expensive ones are the PEPROMs. Those
professional engineered?
Yeah, those fuckers are expensive. Yeah. Well, now we got plenty of room for the control circuitry.
These cards are held in by what? Like 30 quarter 20 bolts?
Yeah, it's seriously engineered.
I think they were at risk of falling out.
It's really well engineered.
Turns out when these things have been on here for 23 years, come off.
There's probably some special mil-spec plug that's designed to like bite into it or something.
Should have probably found a 3/16 driver for our impact.
That'd be kind of handy.
That would have been a little faster.
We've really got to increase our socket-mounted Allen head stuff. That's a thing.
That would be a good
Yeah.
$100 spent.
I got a million little things like that where I need to do a $250 fundraiser and sort it out. We have easily 100 different things like that just in this building.
I've got the cheap, if you go on Amazon, I've got like Tecton brand or whatever.
Oh God.
Those are actually not terrible. Better than Harbor Freight. By a
Better
fair
than
margin.
Harbor Freight, certainly.
Oh, for $20 for a set of...
Tecton's still cheap Chinese shit.
Yeah.
And Tecton's a Grand Rapids company.
Is it?
Yeah, they're a sponsor.
Sweet.
I mean, they're a cool company, but if for knock-around basic tools, they're fine, but for serious stuff, not so much.
I swear there was an extra one on my side, but I'm incorrect.
No, there's just 4. Bruce, you bugging that cat? Hey, let's try the zoom out. Oh, we went up into digital zoom. We've gone into digital zoom. Stable. Meow. Now we're back to optical zoom. So is that everything we can take out?
Oh no, there's a lot more we can take out.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't know, but I'll find out.
I think that's all there is really we can take out. Well,
This is our line felling shenanigans down there, right?
yeah. I'd leave that for now.
Leave it on. Take some of the control out of this.
Yeah, we can take all the brains out of that. You can't do that with big scissors? Talk to Moose. Here, watch. Captain to Jerry.
Yes, sir.
I need some big heavy-duty scissors, like the big orange-handled ones, down to the robot cage, please. There's scissors in the tool rooms that have big orange handles. They're like 4-inch jaws, and they're designed for cutting tubing. They're funny-looking scissors. They're like flat. Take the cards, but leave everything else.
Hold up, I don't even know if we need to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is coming right out. That one wasn't even tight.
No, it wasn't.
And we're missing a screw. Is there a screw loose in the bottom of that?
Somebody's been in here before.
See one. That's loose.
Yes!
Where's that screwdriver? Can you grab me that yellow handle? Thank you much.
Them.
For them. Oh. Katie was much.
Thank you, Jerry.
Ba-da-da.
They're all pretty much the same, like minor variations.
Mine don't work.
Hey, what is this crap here? What is that?
I don't know.
I need a new panel.
What we got there?
Kid! Hi.
Fancy dish. Keep throwing fasteners everywhere.
Beautiful machine in there.
There's a cool reduction with belts in here.
Now we just gotta figure out how to make it all work.
How hard could it be?
Little baby computer and some PWM mojo and PPM mojo and yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be neat.
Sure. Here's a question. You think they put this on after they assembled this?
I don't know, but there's only 4 big bolts that hold it on.
Those do not hold it on.
What do those bolts do?
Those are, near as I can tell, purely decorative.
Yeah? They might be for mounting something onto this.
Yeah, I mean they're nylon.
Okay.
They're just like...
Okay. Yeah, those are for adding something onto this then.
But I mean, that's still in there. These two aren't for that. What do you think? I don't think she's just wedged in there.
No, I think there's a couple bolts you're not seeing. They gotta be from the top. Well, shit.
Seems they're there.
We gotta figure that out.
But I like this.
I do, and I don't want to screw it
So
up.
pretty.
I don't want to screw that up. Alright, while we think on that, because instead of just running onto this and fucking it up, let's do something intelligent and fuck up another system.
I like that.
Let's pressurize the tanks.
Yeah. Where's our...
Compressed air. Just grab an airline, and
Where's the nearest airline?
Bruce can help you with that. And we need an airline and a tire chuck.
Okay, it'll be a moment.
Let it down. Melissa to robot cage, please. This is our release, isn't it?
Yeah, the big wheel.
It's so pretty watching motors spin. Get a close up of that action.
Where? This side?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Oh, that's cool. And now I get to get the other side spinning. Oh. Cool, we're down. Remove the sling. All right. Roll that back. Thanks, sir. All right, Melissa, come here, grab the camera. Do A first, because A.
Thanks.
£40. 50 pounds, it's moving. Go around good. 50, 60 pounds, it goes up. All right, sit on it. Okay, so we go back down. Stay there.
Staying. Possibly go wrong.
Nothing. It's the best idea
Ooh,
ever.
I felt that.
40 pounds.
So,
50.
safety glasses.
This is stage 2. 60. Okay, hop off. Gently. Pounds on it. Lift it up a little bit.
You've got that little motor, servo motor, that's why.
There's a motor on both of the axes. So it's actually 10 axes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
There's 100 pounds on that one. There's a little over 50 on the other. I'm going to take them both up to 100. They're rated 300. Well, the gauge goes up to 300. So I'm going to take them both up to 100. And we'll just let it live there and see if anything leaks. What's that hose there rated to?
Oh.
It says on the side.
What is it?
Yeah.
250.
Okay.
PSI max on our cylinders.
Alright, so we're at 100. And that should easily be enough for anything that we're ever going to do with this. Sit down.
Do it.
What do you weigh?
150, stopping what?
Oh, no.
Crash that.
And crash that.
Crash that. That's 100 pounds on me.
Hey.
Hop off. Gently.
Well, just be ready, I'll follow you.
Huh. You like that?
That was
We
neat.
pressurize these with just air instead of nitrogen. Because we don't really care.
Question for you.
That looks like a rotor armature.
Do they normally grease the counter tables?
Not so much. Where'd you find
I
it?
don't think so. This is that little black gear motor that was sitting up there.
Yeah,
90 volt DC on a 90 volt controller. Yeah, she let out some smoke at 50%.
I'll bet it did. There's a lot of black.
Well, I think it's just dark green enamel.
No, that
But there,
ends-
the whole
that
inside
ends
of there
definitely
is all kinds
a
of
little charcoal.
weird shit. I don't think that normally you put the grease on that guy.
You don't normally put the grease inside the electric motor.
Yeah.
Hydraulic motor, that's okay. Even a pneumatic motor can have a little oil in it, no problem. But not so much with the electrics.
I'm gonna clean this guy up and back together, see if it likes that
There's an
one.
umbilical between that and the base, outside of the body. I totally forgot about that. Wow. It's squishy.
And that's stage 2 going down.
Correct. I'll pause very momentarily while it sinks.
Really soft hands.
I'm a pretty little princess, is that so it sounded like. Well, that's cool. We know we can counterbalance it. We can probably counterbalance it with that on there without any problems. So it'll take a camera, but it won't take a person. But we can put the turret on it and neutrally, make it basically neutrally buoyant. And then the motors can run it up and down without any problems.
Yep.
Cool. All right. What's next?
I'd like to figure out how to get that plate off the back.
Good luck. I don't think that's going to happen, but good luck.
Without taking the rubber off.
Yeah.
Is the clincher. Hold on to a block like that with 4 quarter 20 bolts.
Yeah.
And then you hold this onto the chassis with 8 quarter 20 bolts.
That's not even lazy, that's more work.
No, but like seriously.
I know, I'm saying that.
How much does that card weigh? Ooh, that's pretty. Isn't that pretty?
I don't know that that's why they're doing it that way.
Why do
If
you
I had to
think?
guess, I would say
Heat
it's
sink?
for thermal conductivity.
It just seems unnecessary.
And by having more screws on it, you don't have to have your surface
I just doubt it was
quite as
Well, I
perfect,
suppose
and
they're-
it doesn't have to be thick enough to keep.
And that way you get good, fairly decent thermal conductivity without getting paste and all that crazy shit.
It just
Exactly.
seems- Ooh. You see the resistors on that?
Never seen those before?
No, I didn't notice them.
Yeah.
They're funny.
Go ahead.
I'm trying if there's a chunk of something in here, or if it's just, it's here. I can sweep right through. The other side, sweep right through. This one, right where that little blowout is, it's rough.
Hey,
Okay, I
Sam.
got it. There we go. What's up?
That looks a lot like the motor that ran the winder.
Nope.
No?
It was the one sitting next to the winder.
Okay.
It was the DC gear motor.
What'd the brushes look like in that?
Gunky. There's 2 like notches out of it,
Okay.
but other than that, not too bad.
Okay.
But I just want to get all this crap cleaned out of it, and I'll hook it back up to the drive and see if it's happy.
Cool.
for her.
I'd take a light bit of sandpaper to that and polish those up nice.
Yeah.
Like some really fine sandpaper.
Some emery cloth.
Yeah. Cleaning cables. Got them all out. You excited?
Not really. It takes like 5 or 6 times through with one cable. So,
Ooh. Okay.
yeah. It's-
There's goop on them?
There's a lot of. You can touch one. Hell, you can touch my hand. It'll be the same thing.
Did they like lubricate the cables inside the tubes or something?
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
So yeah.
I didn't know they had goop on them.
All the goop.
All the goop. Okay. Are you having fun? You're well acquainted with goop and surgery, so, you know.
I'm more well acquainted with goop.
Are you just putting those back together for pretty, or?
Yeah, partly for pretty, partly so they don't walk off, right?
Okay.
We'll keep them together.
I wonder how different they are.
They look really similar.
I've seen differences in like the stuff on the bottom.
Well, and that would make sense because they're different. They're different motors on the axis, so it might be different, just different transistors. I think. Would that make sense?
Yeah, the outputs are different.
But you don't need a different control circuit. You just need more better.
If nothing else, you've got one hell of a set of bookends.
Tell me that's not cool looking. That's pretty cool looking.
That's one hell of a set of bookends.
If you put a strip of ultra bright LEDs in the gaps down here, shine it up, that'd be pretty cool. Good desk lamp. This could look good in the case of learning or whatever. In the lobby.
The trophy case?
Yeah, I don't know.
We
if
need
it
a bigger
counts
trophy
as a
case.
yet, but
No, this isn't a fuck up.
it's pretty.
You got it. Now, if you had one of those just melted down pretty, then cool. But
Yeah, if we thump it.
no, the trophy case is more along the lines of, you know, hold my beer.
Yeah, epic fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it looks like something from Mythbusters.
Yeah. We need a much bigger trophy case. So I want you to take like 200 pictures.
1,000 pictures.
Yeah.
Do we have a cheap point and shoot I can steal?
Yeah, I can hook that up.
Because it'll be easier than smartphoning it, I think. Easier and better, because my phone does not have the best camera.
The wires from the boxes? I'm gonna have to open up the boxes and get a look inside. Yeah, before I cut the wires off. Huh? Well, I want to make sure that I'm not totally pooching something that might be useful. It's most likely that we're going to end up just cutting the wires off at the boxes.
Okay.
But I need to be 100%.
Great.
So, Mitch.
Yes, sir.
On the Staubli downstairs.
Yes, sir.
You are tasked with, and you can work with the IRC on this, we have to find a mating plug.
Sam and I found them for like $30-40 on Automation Direct.
Okay. Because if we can simply get a mating plug and make a cable, that robot's really simple, and I think we can make it work. I think we could home make a Linux-based controller.
I'm completely with you. Don't quote me on it, but I think it's a 108 pin harding.
Okay.
So it's not, and there's generic hardings, which
Okay.
is good because hardings are. The harding part for that is like $180 or something.
Yeah.
The generic one is like 50 or something.
All right.
So, and I need to dig through Jeff components because we might actually have a housing. We might just need the guts
Okay.
of the connector. So. I don't know yet.
Don't dig through Jeff components, dig through in robotics. I have a box of harding connectors.
We don't have any of the right ones in that box.
Okay.
Nothing relevant. But yeah, I think we can make a harness, and then we just need to find somebody who really wants a Raspberry Pi project.
Yeah.
You know, if we have a shortage of Raspberry Pi projects.
I think that'd be an excellent thing for the IRC to team up on. Because it's a good, solid little robot. It just needs a power controller.
And we have the power supply solid.
Yeah?
And we have potentially servo drivers, but I don't think we want to try to use those servo drivers.
No, not with smoke let out of them. And I don't know how much I trust the power supply in that. We might want to build something just from scratch.
Kosher.
Yeah?
The transformer, the big heavy end of the power supply.
Okay.
I don't know.
It's likely easier to just get off the shelf generic robot power supply stuff. We need to know, and this is something for you to document. Open it up. Or just find documentation for it online, I'm sure that exists, and find out exactly what voltages the motors want.
I have the manuals downstairs.
All right, we need all the data for the motors as far as power and encoding and all that jazz. And then building a power supply is a relatively trivial thing. And if that's the kind of thing that we can just throw a couple $100 at and have a complete portable robotic demo, oh my God, that's huge. Especially if we can make it do something nifty.
The motors on that are like a standard ball door.
Okay.
Something or the other. Servo motor.
Okay.
So that should not be rocket science.
No, I don't think it's gonna be that
Where
hard.
did the screws go?
In the screw tray.
No, I'm missing 4 quarter 20s. Short.
You lost them?
Quarter 20s. No, you know what? There were only 3 boards on this.
Yeah.
Huh.
No, find bolts that fit and put a 4th in because
Okay.
let's make them a match
They're
set.
gonna be gold.
That's fine.
Assuming this won't blow out the other end. Is the blind hole deep enough? Maybe. Let's put the one with the pretty little red.
Oh, yeah,
The exposed
yeah.
EEPROM. Should we just expose
Expose
the
it.
EEPROM?
It's we don't care about it now.
Officially hoop juped. Oh, damn it.
It's too long?
Yeah.
All right. I bet you can find a couple that fit that in that box there.
In this?
Yeah. You look hard enough. I bet there's 2 in there.
Quarter 20s.
If you're really cool, you find 4.
Quarter 20s. Not happening. Not today. That's all.
So, Mitch, what's all this down here?
This is some sort of line tracking device for bringing it back to a home position. So there's an eye on a little arm, kind of like a record player. And I think this is a solenoid that brings it down? I don't know. Thoughts?
Cool. I think you're right.
So
I wonder if that's the only one or if there's another one of those. Oh, that's
one on the
probably-
left,
okay.
one on the back, one on the right, and I think there's one on the front.
Okay, so there's 4 little line trackers, and that's why the things on the floor are squares.
Yep.
All right, cool. That could come in handy. What you got, Ed?
Well, the Cliftons donated a set of video transmitter and receivers. These are actually designed for like car backup cameras.
Okay.
But I got the receiver over there, put the transmitter on the camera, and it's actually working.
So now we have a portable live stream camera for the MDH that doesn't need anything more than a power feed.
Yeah.
That's way better.
Yeah. So,
Cool. Thank you, Cliftons. Hi, Fuzznuts. How you doing? Meow. We're bleeding down the system. Where are you bleeding it out of? The bottom? You gonna open the valve all the way?
No.
Makes that noise a lot less time if you open the valve all the way. So we're bleeding down the main air system.
Yep.
Because we're getting ready to install the air fitting, crappy, cheap, basic beginner ones, but it's enough to get started. We got to get a pair of the good button ones, but beginner preliminary air fittings for.
we can buy these locally. If we could buy the nice ones locally, we'd go do that.
But I'll get somebody in the IRC might be able to handle that because we were able to find them online, not too expensive. They were Prevos, I think was the brand.
It's Prevost.
With the blue button.
The blue button, yeah.
Yep. Hey Mitch, what you just did, there's blog video when we first built the system. It was right there. And I think it's still there. There's a valve right there.
Yeah.
We had that one end open as we were building the system, and we blew it down. We charged it up and blew it down there.
Yeah.
It bled down in just a couple seconds, but holy fuck.
Yeah, it was worth it.
That wasn't loud. That was loud. Yeah, this is what we need. Prevo S1. This air fitting. Focus, you fuck. Focus. There you go. Prevo S1. That's the fitting. We need a bunch of these. Female blue button. They're awesome. We need 2 just to start with robotics.
We have this little guy here.
Are you talking to me because it's a little guy?
No, I'm going to tell you this so that you can start drilling the hole in the pipe.
Okay.
You grab an Allen wrench that fits, I think it's a 6 mil.
Yeah.
You loosen that up. You clamp it on the pipe, nice and straight. Now normally, when you're done, it's clamped on the pipe this way, but we have too much conduit traffic, so we're going to end up clamping it this way.
Gotcha.
So you mount it, you drill the hole, and there's little marks here. You put a Sharpie mark there so that you can line it up again.
Can do.
Then you flip it, make sure the little rubber gasket's on, put it on, snug it down.
Tighten it down real tight.
There's the drill press. There's the drill bit for that.
Okay.
Make sure to, as soon as you're done drilling, grab a vacuum and suck out as much of the chips as you can.
Okay. For the next trick, we chop the dog in.
Yes! We are putting it
I saw
right on the wood
There's
panel.
a conduit down there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. As long as we go down the wood paneling.
Dog butt! Dog butt!
Oh, Mitch.
Focus, you asshole!
You can't go over any of the LPs. You have to have access to the LPs.
If this comes down, like that, are we cutting? We're going to cut that. Okay. I just wanted to check that before I cut it up. So that looks roughly good for me. Guess I'll find out.
You haven't seen me shave my beard yet?
He's grabbing you a vacuum.
Hey Batman,
Yeah.
sort out all those cords and the ones that don't need to be there.
Most of it was from the chute. We just gotta.
Okay.
Probably not going to get much, but
That should be alright.
same-ish. Fire up the compressor and leave this port open for a second. That'll clean it right out.
So your gasket's on there?
Yeah. It's a pretty slick little setup.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Worth every penny.
Yeah, it's one of those few things in life that's expensive as fuck and absolutely worth it. And you know, since we've installed it, we've never had a leak, we've never had a problem. It's, you build it and forget it.
I just installed this one, so let's see.
Till Mitch put this one in. Alright. So the next part. Sharpie marks and hacksaw? Well, I've already got the Sharpie. We're not cutting, we're just using this piece as is.
No.
Oh, for the, yeah.
Well, do you just want to cut that flush with this notch?
Well, you probably just cut that notch out a little bit more.
Or
Flush.
Just put the pipe in, bend the thing back. The tray bends.
Not enough to get it out.
No? All right.
give me that. Hacksaw. Okay.
You can use just
Use the knife on here. Yeah, straighten it out.
Oh, that's just like mine old enough.
Yeah. Give me a second. I need some markers. It's not like I'd cut this notch out pretty to begin with anyway.
Yeah, but if you cut that all the way, you're going to have to put a clamp, a bracket support.
I'm not
right
going
there.
much further out.
Oh, you're extending the original notch.
I'm just extending
Okay.
the notch a little bit more. Alright, the internet goes out for anyone. Way to give me some tin snips, please. I got a cut, but yeah, I just or dicey.
Found some more insulation.
That's what you get for diving into the shit.
There's dumb.
Nah, that was just couldn't grab like the 90-degree
Short
cup.
legs, like nobody.
Couldn't grab the 90-degree ones, but okay.
I didn't know we had any.
Corgi legs.
Fucker.
What? It's the title of my autobiography.
Corgi legs?
Short little corgi legs.
You understand what it's like.
Yeah. Yeah, try working in Holland. I'm surrounded by 6'6".
Oh, tell me your fucking woe. Tell me your woe.
As there's Casey.
You have longer legs than both of us.
Yeah. Okay, grew up redneck farm boy in Coopersville at 5'10", tallest person in my family to date. Spent most of my life being average to kinda tall. Work here around gumpy fuckers like him and Gigantor back there and Bellatini and
Don't
just
get Big Ben.
yeah, Big Ben, who's a dainty little thing at like 6'50". And yeah, so tell me your woe of being the short guy. Why do you think I like you so much? You're shorter than I am. It's the only thing I got going for me.
Yeah, I gotta cut a little bit more.
I hang out next to Batman, we look like a before and after picture.
Who's the before and who's the after?
It depends on what you're selling.
Move to Las Vegas. Bottom's lobster and steak.
Before meth, after meth.
Meth and coke.
Huh? Yes.
Chris is not still happy.
Yeah, Batman still got his teeth, so I'm the aftermath. Yeah. There's my band name of the day, Aftermath.
Instead of aftermath.
Yeah, Aftermath.
So I think there's a band name called Aftermath.
What?
I'm feeling horny.
Alright, add a couple cables you're gonna have to replace. I think it's the ones that go all the way around.
Not surprising.
Those aren't expensive. Just knock that around a little
I
more.
will go over it!
Okay, he was just fine in the car. What the hell?
She showed me under her skirt.
You didn't know they had teeth sometimes, did you?
I thought it was just a myth.
Vagina dentata, that's a pussy with teeth.
I didn't like that movie.
Vagina dentata, it growls as it queefs.
Did you just queef in my face?
There needs to be an IRC contest to write the words to vagina dentata.
No, because we got the poem.
What?
The poem from. Oh,
Inside that little
What was
yellow
the poem,
DeWalt
Mish?
tool bag.
There was a poem?
Yeah, when
In
we
the
were
yellow
doing
DeWalt tool
autopsy,
bag that I was looking at.
They had-
we started
There
reciting a poem. Somebody
are
sent it to
two
us.
weird looking.
What was the poem?
I don't remember.
Two different
Oh.
types. Really big
Okay.
ones.
And they're smaller ones. I want 2 of the smaller ones. They're black plastic wrenches.
What do you need?
Yeah, somewhere over.
You need what?
Flammable. We got buckets of it
You
somewhere.
need
right?
gear oil? I got them tits deep in it. How much you want? I got some official German gear lube, man. Fuck, how much you need?
No, I have. There's
If I want good gear oil.
fresh, clean gear oil. There might be some in the flammable cabinet or on the carts back there.
Yeah, there's some back there because we used it in a gearbox on the boat motor.
You are awesome, lady. She knows what I like.
No, I guess I only needed one for this part.
There is, AW90. Perfect.
Now the 90s viscosity, right?
Both of them are viscosity.
Teach me how that works.
ADW90 or any dual viscosity oil behaves like one viscosity at low temperature and the other viscosity at the other temperature. It has a non-linear viscosity curve temperature.
Drop-ins? No. Drop it like
Are you done? Okay.
What is this shit? So if you have a car that takes 5W30 oil,
I didn't know how much you were
when
going
it's
to lever it back and
cold,
forth
it
yet.
will behave like 5
You usually
weight
try to
oil,
not do that when you already
which is
put a
good when
gas
you're
in
trying to
place.
start an engine, so it's not so thick. Once the engine has heated up, it will act like a 30 weight oil, which is good.
Oh, madre puta.
Protection.
Cool. Now I know. Thank you, Sam.
Back up. There you go.
That's IT's problem.
Actually, no, because that's a video.
All right, so now you just got to find a wood block.
Yeah.
I think.
Sam, it's 1923 hours.
That it is.
You've got news.
I do.
So last time we saw Sam, he had an armature on the bench.
Sure did.
Why did you put the armature on the bench?
So this motor on this controller, when I was trying to test it, did not want to run very well. Anything past 50% speed, it was tripping the overload, and up around 60% after I upped the amperage, it started smoking the motor. Which is weird because the motor is smaller than the smallest size that this drive is supposed to be able to run.
Okay.
This will go down to a 1/6 horsepower. This is a 1/8 horsepower.
Okay.
Should be fine because there's a fine tuning pot that you can go through to get that down a little bit lower. So it'd have been fine. Didn't like it. Anyway, took it apart. Commutator was all greasy and nasty. Cleaned that all out. Now it runs just fine. But a slight dilemma occurs to us. This is top speed. It's a blazing 24 RPM. Approximately.
Not even half hertz.
So, while this is a very nice motor and gearhead, if we look at this setup, this is on the second speed. This guy's going a lot faster. So this guy is it's just too slow. We could gear it up, but that's not a great way to handle it after you've already geared it down.
Yeah.
So,
What I want here is to get rid of the pulley. I want to have a direct drive arrangement with a variable speed motor that can be controlled because we need to, it needs to basically be a spindle.
yeah.
Because we need to have very accurate position encoding because it's going to be timed like a lathe, basically.
Well, Dave and I were talking about it. He believes he can do it off of this by itself.
Okay.
Reason being, that
head has lateral takeout.
Okay.
So if we're not perfectly synchronized with it, as long as it is performing the correct travel per rotation, a little bit of lead or lag shouldn't be an issue.
Okay.
So
And yeah, because that that'll handle it.
exactly.
Okay.
So Dave is now thinking that we may be able to do away with the encoder and just go off of a single rotation switch. We could work from there.
Okay.
So we are currently working on, I want to get that motor mounted up. We believe that this motor will be a more suitable drive based on the speed. We might do a 1-to-1 belt just so that you can have things tucked away.
That's cool.
Maybe we won't, it depends, we'll get there.
But we want variable speed here because when you're sanding, it's very different than when you're winding, and winding different things at different diameters, you need different speeds. And yeah. Because surface footage.
Right. So once we get through that a little bit, we're going to get that motor mounted up. We're going to get this spindle up higher to get it up to the head. And we already have a motor. This motor Dave would like to use to drive the screw. With the drive, with everything, we'll need to throw a quick 3-to-1 reduction timing belt on there.
Okay.
Which I can size up. That's simple stuff. And then we should be able to do some basic operation. Just get our first stage of
Let's start with 6 and 8.
prototype.
And once we're stable at 6 and 8, then we got to redo this here so that we can do 12s. Because that's where I'm building bases for 12s right now.
Yeah.
And we got 12s. We've got acres. That's where we want to be. Good job, sir. That's art. We gotta find a way to hang it out further so that that's not actually touching anything.
It's not touching.
I have a weird desire. I want to get a giant gear
And do this
chain and do this just as a hanging demo.
That's gravity tension. Got a perfect motor.
See, I know what we're going to do with that other motor that's ridiculously slow. We're going to put it on that giant gas meter.
Hey.
Yeah.
It's a little over. We have smaller motors that'd be better, I think.
Okay, I don't know, but
It'd just be a little overkill.
hey, the best motor's the one you got. That's cool. Get out of the light.
Sorry, I can't quite get stuck in that.
That's so cool. Well, there's our main drive motor. Good job, sir. And a chain. All right, kids. That's today's captain's blog. Big Saturday blog. Hey, Siri. Geek Group. Good night, guys.